Hello everyone, this is Shelby from Silky Botanicals here in Seattle at the Mugwort Manor. Just haven't showed you my front garden yet, so I thought I'd take a moment to do that. My spouse and I reworked this entire garden. It used to just be grass. We did this in the beginning of the COVID shutdown, maybe, 6-7 months ago or so. It was just all grass and weeds, lots and lots of weeds. And I'll show you, this is the tree that started it all. This tree right here, this is a crab apple tree. I'm really excited. Eventually these little dudes will get bigger. They're really yummy. And it reminds me of a fairy tree. So here it is. It should be about 15 by 15 feet tall, 15 feet wide. So we didn't exactly have room for that in the back. So we created this whole area for it right here. And we did a different kind of garden bed. Let me turn around and show you. These oyster shells are from my cousin's fish shop. Oysters, they absorb toxins, and they also release calcium. It's also really pretty. It reminds me of the ocean. And it's a good little path. But what we've done here, usually you have like a big yard of grass and then your little garden is tucked away on the borders. So we did keep borders, but we wanted the main focus to be the garden. So we just have a little path between the garden bed and the border garden. This is kind of turned into our perennial bed here. As you can see, lots of strawberries, and the rhubarb is dying off. But it's a rhubarb, asparagus, strawberry bed. And you can see the bits of hay from our rabbits. But here's the rhubarb. We made a lot of really beautiful tasting rhubarb chutney this year and canned it. These rocks were upcycled from the old garden bed. So here's the rhubarb bed. And this is our first year planting, so we tried not to harvest too much because we wanted to be sure that they came back. That is the rhubarb. The rhubarb comes back next year. So they do look like they're passing a bit, but they should spring up nicely next year. Here's another tree that we planted. This is, I believe, a Gala apple tree. It's a dwarf variety, this little guy here. So we had a fairly big hailstorm early spring-ish, late spring, and it took down all of our fruit. So hopefully next year that'll be different. They'll be more established and they won't just fall off so easily. Yes, this is the tiny home. Sure, I will do another video at some point, maybe in December. lots of videos to do. So we have, this is the crane's bell. It's been blooming since early spring, and it's November, and it's still blooming. It's so magical. Just gorgeous, isn't it? It's a geranium. It's a woodland geranium. Here we have a bunch of thyme scattered. This rock was the longest / tallest rock. So instead of having it horizontal, I was sure to have it be vertical for our standing stone in it. It might catch some rain here and be a little bird bath eventually once the rain hits it enough. It reminds me of the stones in Ireland at the Giant's Causeway a little bit. So it's a nice reminder. Here we have the jasmine climbing up the trellis. Here are some beautiful leeks that I will be harvesting soon. More crane's bell. This is all fireweed. There's some feverfew that is still in bloom. Dainty little thing, isn't it? Our raspberry bush is looking mighty. It's a raspberry bed with a lot of spearmint. Wow, that's just delicious. So now I'll show you, I'll walk around the garden again, but this time I'll be pointing it to the inside bed instead of the outside. So the sage is doing well for the most part. I mean, it's still looking pretty good for November, I'd say. And we got some new little ones coming out here. All of these I don't know, bricks things, I just found them on the side of the road and I saved them because I knew they would be handy for something. And here we go. They've become a little strawberry nook. We have another strawberry nook here with these little stones. This has popped up so much everywhere, front and backyards. This is called lady's thumb. It is medicinal. It's really dainty and pretty. It's kind of a pink. It's a little bit more dull right now. We have lavender that's looking really healthy. Lemon balm that I cut back, and you can see it's already coming up down here. This is more of the fireweed. Another stone I wanted to be standing. Not that it's really tall, but the ones that can stand, I like. It's been a really mild winter so far. Really mild. Here's the parsley. It's looking really good. Here's it. It already went to flower, and here's the seeds. So to plant it, here we are. Bam. Simple as that. Oh, looks like some arugula survived. I thought arugula, was a small plant, because I always just buy it from the store. It's the first time I've grown it, and it's massive. It takes over. It's really kind of cool. All of this little microclimate here, this is columbine. All this, here's a hellebore there. Here is oregano. It smells really good. This was a chamomile bed. They all got fried, except for one. Here she is. So, we might get some chamomiles pop up somewhere. Who knows? This lovely thing, this is all citronella geranium. It was I got it in a 4-inch pot, and it's just, look at it. This is where it starts, and it just shot out. It's at least 4 feet by 4 feet now, and it's really happy. It had a long, nice bloom. It smells good, helps keep bugs away. We got some here and here. Foxglove. Love me some foxglove. We got some more leeks. These 3 were the bee balm. Gorgeous. The bees were all over it. Yeah, very, very cool. And it's popping up already again. These stones here, they were from an old bed that my spouse and I made. That didn't exactly turn out how we wanted, so I made sure we saved them, and we they kind of became a little janky, but hey, it works. It is holding up our garden bed. It's better to use what we have than to buy more, I think. As you can see, we planted some strawberries here, and they've just waterfalled down. Look at that. Oh, pretty gorgeous. Here's some more columbine. This is a flower, I can't remember the name. This is a hellebore. A couple more leeks. We had chives right here. They did not like it. Not sure what's popping up. Maybe it looks like cilantro, actually. But something liked it. Not the chive, something else. My teta, my Croatian aunt, gave me some of her frost-tolerant rosemary, so I stuck the little cuttings in a glass of water, and I've planted them throughout this garden bed. So they seem to be doing pretty well. If I have cuttings, I like to plant them in multiple different places because you never, unless you know for sure, but it's always good to see what they like the best. Instead of putting all of your eggs in one basket, you know. Look at this, isn't this beautiful? That's gorgeous. Perfect dewdrops. Here's my wishing well / bird bath. / looking glass. Got this big metal thing. It was a fountain. Yeah, it was upcycled, second used. Here's a bunch of thyme here that's doing really well. It's the ground cover thyme. I experimented and I put some sage in this tiny little container, and hey, it seems to be surviving, so that's cool. Here's this beautiful rosemary. Delicious. Some more thyme, lots and lots of thyme. All of this is all valerian. Gorgeous, isn't it? Look at these little things. Look at these flowers. They're gorgeous. Here is the rose champion, this thing. And this was one of the first things to bloom as well, and it's just about the last. I saved some of these seeds to scatter elsewhere, but they're pretty good at self-seeding. Look, this one hasn't even bloomed yet. Look at that tiny little bud of a flower. Oh my goodness, that's so precious. Here's the sage barrel. Again, these are all upcycled. What an earthy, almost spicy flavor this sage has. It's delicious. There's a little bit of rue and some more sage. Rue's good in a tea. Interesting smell. I can't quite place it. You'd have to smell it yourself. And here's this lovely barrel of thyme. I love thyme. So there you have it. And it is now raining. It started raining once I touched the looking glass, interestingly. And then we here have a little nursery of pots and some lemon verbena, and then we have evergreen huckleberry, I don't know if you can see, but right there, there's 3 little starts of goji berry trees. This is lamb's ear. And then right here, if you can tell, that's a blueberry. And here, this is black elderberry. I'm really excited about that. I hope it takes off. Here is St. John's wort. Look at it, taking off at the bottom. Here is mullein. Pretty exciting. Here's fennel, which there's Victor babies soaking up, which is a lot of fun. So yeah, I hope this little video has helped people in the Northwest or wherever you are kind of help decide what you want to grow. The things that I just showed, they all grow really well here in Seattle. And I hope everyone is staying cozy and warm and safe and healthy. If you want to check out any of the natural aromatherapy products that I make, you can check out my website at silkybotanicals.net. Have a beautiful day. Thank you.